Greetings, Soul Tribe. This is Heka. You know, they call me Hekablackbutterfly really in real life. And I just wanted to say I love you, and I wanted to say thank you for being here. Guys, if you would like to get, I am an author, I'm a writer, I am manifestation mentor, I'm a medium and energy reader. I do readings, I do one-on-one sessions. You could just email me down below if you would like any of my services, or if you would like to even just have a general conversation. Sometimes people just need somebody to have a conversation with, and I'm in the position to do things like that right now. So what I wanted to share with you guys is I want to kind of do this series. This will be episode 1 of books I read while I was in jail. Now, I don't know if you just got here or if you just, this first video you saw of me. I was arrested in August 2024. I just got out in August 2025. So while I was gone for a whole year, all of my ego attachments got dissolved. And so now I am the creation, God's love source, from 0 point energy. And so, I've been practicing what I preach this entire time. And so what I wanted to do, or what I felt guided to do, was to share with you guys the books, the most powerful books that I read while I was in jail, and the books that I benefited the most, and that maybe you might benefit from these books the most too. Now, I do have my own books that I have written. I have Get in the Game 1, which is right here. I have Get in the Game 2, which is right here. I have a few more other books too. And if you're interested in getting any of my books, you can also click the link to order them, or you can just email me and I'll send you the link, because I got to get my website and everything set up. So stay tuned to all the digital, products and the blessings that I'm going to be giving, to the collective. With that being said, let's first start off. Now, this book, I heard of this book, but I never read it. When I got locked up, how I got to this first book is Think and Grow Rich. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you this one thing. I got this book from the prison chaplain, okay? I got this book from the jail chaplain, so I didn't buy it or nothing. It literally says on the back, a free gift, right? A free gift. So Think and Grow Rich. I've read this book multiple times. I've read it, I've studied it, and it has become a part of, the new programming within myself, right? This book is amazing. This book is amazing, but there are some differences and some things that I disagree on it about, but that's okay. I noticed that when I read this book just reminded me that my second book that I got out, called The Universal Law of the Metaphysical Law book. That book that I wrote is amazing. And so I had never really read books before I wrote books. And so, this book was talking about the law of success. And then I talked about the law of success in my book. So I feel like I was on gold with that. If you haven't got that book, you might want to check that out. So book number 2, guys, is The Science of Getting Rich. Now, this book right here, man, I'm telling you, this book also a gift from the chaplain, right? This book right here is so freaking good. When I say that it's so good, it helped me to freaking, I study it. I read it 100 times. I read this book every day. Every single day, I read this book. I'm going to say this book to me was the most beneficial, because it helped me to remember my truth, right? I already knew my truth, but when you in jail, sometimes your memory, and you start forgetting things and everything like that. One thing I did do, I never wanted to lose touch with my connection with the divine and source and things like that. So I made sure I prayed every day, but I made sure I did practice readings every day. And I did actual readings too for other people and everything while I was in jail all the time. Some they paid me commissary to do readings. They paid me commissary to do life coaching. They paid me commissary to write declarations for them. They paid me commissary to do, a lot of my poetry and things like that. So, I was in there working and doing my thing. But, I wanted to say that these 2 books right here helped me a lot while I was on my path. They may help you while you're on your path. They help you to understand the power of desire, the power of decision, and everything like that. So, but this though, it's just something about this one, man. I'm telling you that book right there is amazing. And I recommend you get that book today. Read it, live it, understand it, study it. I'm on my 4th time or 5th time reading it or studying it at this point. I want to remember it because I want that to get into my subconscious mind. And so I'll have more. This is just episode 1 of books I read in jail that helped me to grow, that I think will help you too. With that being said, I love you. Thank you. Have a blessed day.